Welcome to another week of mining data. You have now finished implementing the phi function and using threefold cross-validation to compare it to the TP minus FP method that you previously used for selecting features for splitting nodes of your decision tree. This week, we're going to do something that's pretty similar to what we did last week. We're going to introduce another function for splitting nodes of the decision tree. And actually the function this week is going to use a lot of the quantities that you computed last week for the phi function. So I'm not going to break down the activity for this week into two separate parts that you have to submit separately. I'm just going to give you the week to complete the activity. So the activity this week is broken down into two parts, just like last week. It's really mirroring last week's activity. We're just using a different function. So the function that we're going to use this week is called information gain. Part one will be implementing the basic elements that make up information gain, and then computing the information gain for each feature or each genetic mutation, and then showing a table that provides the information for the top 10 features or the top 10 genetic mutations according to information gain. So we want to see which features allow us to have an increase in information as we build a decision tree, as we partition a decision tree. Information is a concept that is from information theory, from the field of information theory. And in addition to the concept of information, the field of information theory gives us a term called entropy. And entropy is a concept that you may already be familiar with in other contexts. It refers to disorder. So what we want to do is we want to find the feature that maximizes the gain in information that we would get by splitting the samples according to that particular feature. So at the root node, we're going to select the feature that maximizes the information gain. And then at each of the children nodes of the root, again, we're going to select the feature that maximizes the information gain at each of those nodes. Once you've selected the features, you can then compute accuracy, sensitivity, specificity, etc. And so that's what you're going to do this week. You're going to implement the information gain function. You're going to use it to select the best features, build your decision tree, and then assess it. And again, we're going to be performing threefold cross-validation. So everything you have in place, you can reuse this week. You just need to swap in information gain for the phi function. An alternative way of thinking of information gain is we're selecting the feature that provides the maximal information gain, or we're selecting the feature that reduces entropy or reduces disorder the most. So with this, I hope that you can proceed with this week's activity. I've made a detailed activity handout. It's available on Blackboard. So let me know what questions you have as you work through this. Manage your time carefully. It's about the same amount of work as last week's project, so you know what to expect. Have a great week, and I look forward to speaking with you hopefully during office hours and/or the virtual class meeting. Take care.